important deliberations. We've had some useful talk in terms of safety and security at our matches. Various issues came up, including the match fixing and match manipulations. And I think that the engagement are what will lead into a further in the relationship that we have already. The police institution have been a huge contributor to our games already over the years, to the extent that the police institution even have a female football team and then a male football team. And the officers of the institution have been occupying various important positions on our committees and have been helping the football industry. Today's event also signals the intention of the leadership of the police that the relationship can be improved further. We believe in continuous improvement, and so most of the issues that came up and the assurances and the commitments are very heartwarming to the football industry. Top of it is when the IGP said that wherever you are, we will come for you, and he was referring to hooligans who come to our matches and the match manipulators. And so we are very much assured, and we are so grateful to the police leadership.
Just a quick question. What were the 3 key priorities the Ghana FA wants the police to do for them?
There are a lot of things. So we don't want to list some and leave some. The thing is that there are a number of issues. This is the IGP has assured us that this is not going to be the end of the deliberations and the actions that needs to be taken. There will be a collaborative task force because the police need information to enable them work effectively for us. And so the football ecosystem will position itself to provide the needed information. We urge all our clubs, they know the hooligans who come to our various stadia. We urge them, and we have that commitment from the FA president to the police that will ensure that information will flow. If indeed we see people who are bent on coming to the games to cause trouble, we will be the first to alert the police and then step back and leave the police to do their work. Every now and then, when arrests are made, people will go and plead. The times have changed. When arrests are made at our various stadia, any club leadership who goes to plead would be sanctioned, because our role is to educate the supporters ahead of time. Our role is not to go and plead for people who come to destroy our matches. And so across the length and breadth of the country, we urge the leadership of the various clubs and all the FA branches across the country to be forthright in providing information to the police so that together we can work and eliminate all those who foment trouble at our stadia.
Earlier this year, I had the privilege of speaking to the Ghana police when some of these issues of hooliganism came out. And one of the key things that the police mentioned to me was that they also encounter some challenges from the Ghana Football Association side. For instance, they need, say, 50 police officers at a match venue. Clubs will negotiate because they can afford for only 20, they can afford for only 10. This means that the police can do little as well. Another thing they mentioned to me was that when they go to the match grounds, the first priority is to protect lives and property. Has the FA opened themselves up to provide more support to the Ghana Police Service to also help them achieve the targets they are seeking for?
Yes, the deliberations were such that the police heard from the Football Association, and we also equally listened to the police on from their side of the table, the issues and the concerns and then suggestions. And so a lot has been written down. There will be the IGP would form a collaborative task force which would take some of the issues further. But there are issues that immediately we can tackle as a FA, and so those ones we will deal with them very swiftly. Talk about the support, we'll give the police the full support. Policing, the mandate is with the Ghana Police Service, and so we have to leave the police to determine the nature and the manner the policing must go. It is not for us to determine for the police what they must do or the numbers to bring. Our role is only to be supportive and allow the police to do their work. Key things for our supporters, and here I'm addressing the supporters directly. The game has changed. From today, the game has changed. And so, when you come to the grounds, behave properly. Indeed, a crime outside the stadium is the same inside the stadium. And so, when you come and you misbehave and you are apprehended at the stadium, and put it at the back of your mind that you can also, after the match, be apprehended at your own homes. And so, going forward, know that any action that you cannot take under the laws of the country outside the stadium, if you take them inside the stadium, it is not business as usual. You will be arrested, and here I quote again, the IGP said, "We will come for you wherever you are and wherever you are." And so that is the new phrase I'd like everybody to dwell on. Wherever you are, when you come to the stadium, behave accordingly within the confines of the laws of the country and also the sporting laws as well. The sporting laws only allows us to punish the clubs, and so a few people have taken the laws into their hands, thinking that it's business as usual. The game has changed.
General, you said clubs who fail to provide the culprits or clubs who prevent police to punish the culprits, they are going to be signed or they are going to be punished. Is it going to be part of your laws because you punish clubs based on your laws, rules, and regulations?
Yes, in our rules, we have the duty to disclose. It's already in our ethics regulations. If you have information and you fail to disclose, already the football rules are there to punish. So when I say that, I'm standing on firm grounds, and I know that our laws are already there for the FA to act. And so we'll encourage and we'll urge everyone to behave within the confines of the laws. And then we'll have, you go to the park and then you have a beautiful time to watch your football and go home safely. And that's what we want.
So
General,
football is safe now?
It is safe. It is safe. The police have been doing so well already. This is taking it a step further, a notch higher. And so we urge the media as well to help us in the cause of education, as we educate our fans that as you behave in Ghana generally, so must you behave in the stadium.
The president made a specific request for a sporting policing unit in the Ghana Police Service to tackle hooliganism. Were there any indications from the IGP that this is currently in the works?
On the special police unit for sports and football, the matter came up. It's a matter that needs further deliberation, so we'll leave it to the task force that will be created, and they will work the details, because it requires certain steps and it requires financing and everything. But as we stand today, the police is capable with all the other apparatus and all the other units they have, and they can act immediately. We don't need to wait for the special sports unit for us to start the work. The work is already on the ground, taking it a notch higher by whichever means is okay. But I think that a lot depends on us from the sporting ecosystem, right from the leadership of the FA to the clubs and to the supporters, mainly to the supporters. We need to urge each other to do the right things, because we all go, when you leave home, and you tell your family, you say, I'm going to watch a football match. You don't say, I'm going to misbehave or I'm going to cause mayhem. And so football is such a sport. We are always happy because we don't know the results, and we know it can go three ways. Either you can win, you can draw, or you can lose. The fact of losing is what makes football the way it is and the way we like it. If one team is supposed to win all the time, I don't think we will tease each other, we will play with each other, and we support different teams. We support different teams because we know one day we'll win and there are days that we will lose. So when we lose, we should take it on board, joke around it, play with our friends, and then we'll come back the next time to win. It is the fact of losing that makes winning important. If there is no losing of a game, then winning becomes meaningless. And so there are three outcomes. Prepare for all the outcomes. Go out there, enjoy your football, and go home peacefully, whilst being each brother's keeper at the stadium.
Thank you, lawyer.
Okay.